Good morning, dear children. Today's topic, as you all can see, is tenses. Now, it is not a new topic for you all. You have already done this in the previous classes, and still, I think some of you may be tensed, reading this topic because some people still find it difficult to understand the basics. Though there is no need to be afraid of this topic, tenses. If you understand this, you are not going to make mistakes in your speech or while speaking English. So let's begin with this. I'll try to simplify it as much as possible for you all. To begin with, what are tenses? Tenses are actually the verb forms. Okay, we are just dealing with the verbs which are used in different forms because of to show the different times of the action. The action is either presently going, or is it completed, or it is yet to be completed, it is yet to take place. So all these three the times, okay, that way we have to divide the tenses. So either it can be the past, the present and the future. This you all must be familiar with. So there are three tenses, basically three broad categories: the present tense, the past tense and the future tense. Now each of these three tenses can again be further divided, okay, into four forms. That is the indefinite, continuous or imperfect, perfect and perfect continuous. So these forms actually show the continuity or the completeness of the action and time. Whether the action is simply done as a routine matter, whether it is continuing, whether it is completed, or whether it was started in the past and it's still in continuation, something like that. So all these tenses, and you will be surprised if you keep on recording your own sentences in a day, all the sentences which you speak, you will be surprised to see that you are using all the types of sentences every day. We are using each and every types, okay? It's not that we are not using. We are using most of the tenses in our everyday speech. So let's see when to use which tense. That is more important, and that only makes us learn the correct way of using the tenses. Now this table is actually prepared to show you all the 12 types of verbs, okay, the 12 verb forms which can be there for all the different types of tenses. The present, the past and the future are further divided into indefinite, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. So there will be in total there will be 12 different verb forms, and they have taken the example of the verb play. Okay, so you all can go through this table to refer. For indefinite it is play or plays. For continuous it will be is, am or are playing. For present perfect it will be has or have played. For present perfect continuous it will be has or have been playing. Simply for the past also, played, now ed. Okay, so past becomes the second form of the verb, and then for continuous we will be using was and were playing. For perfect we will be using had played, okay, and for perfect continuous it will be had been playing. For future it will be will or shall play. For future continuous it will be will or shall be playing. For future perfect it will be will have played or even shall have played. And for perfect continuous in future it will be will or shall have been playing. So this future perfect and future perfect continuous are also used, but not very commonly. Still we have all the 12 different types of tenses. Okay, so let's move ahead. Now let's see the meaning of these four different types of the four different forms. Okay, the indefinite tense. The indefinite means it is not definite, so it will not indicate whether the action is complete or not. It will just show the action is happening. That's all. So it can be present indefinite or past indefinite or future indefinite. It can be used in any of the three, but doesn't indicate whether the action is complete or not. The continuous tense shows that the action is still going on. The perfect tenses, they indicate that the action is complete, finished. Okay, and the perfect continuous, this indicates that the action began in the past and is still continuing. So that way we'll take up examples and then you'll understand it better. Now the simple present tense, we'll move on in the next video about this. Now let's come to the simple present tense or the present indefinite tense. Now when do we use this simple present tense? The most important thing to keep in mind while using tenses is you should know when to use which tense. Now whenever you talk about anything which you do in a routine manner or you do it habitually, those things will generally be spoken in the simple present tense only. Suppose I go to school by bus. You go daily. My father goes to his office by his car. Or you can say the sun rises from the east. Now this is a particular, it's a general truth or a scientific fact. Okay, so such general truth or an action that is occurring now and then it occurs daily also. So those things you have to use in the simple present tense. And the formula for this is simply the first form of the verb, and you have to see whether the subject with which you are using it is singular or plural. Accordingly, the verb will have either s or no s. Like the sun is singular. The sun rises from the east. Okay, the boys play football every day. So it will be plural. It can be the boys play football. Then she goes to school regularly. Now she again is a singular, one girl. She goes to school regularly. Or all the children, they go to school regularly. The students regularly do their homework. So do is again the verb without s. Now let's come to the examples in negative and interrogative sentences also. Simple present tense actually can be used in negative sentence also, in a question sentence also, and in a question sentence in a negative form also. So let's see the examples. Suppose they play. Now with they, because it is they, it's plural, we'll use play, not plays. They play football, they play cricket, anything. Negative sentence, they do not play football, they do not play every day. It can be anything, okay? Interrogative sentence or a question sentence, do they play every day? Do they play football? Okay, do they play? Then negative interrogative sentences, do they not play? That means actually it's asking, do they not play means that means they play. So these sentences actually are all in the present indefinite tense only, but they can be used either in a negative sentence or in an affirmative sentence, and even in a question sentence. So you should learn how to even change the sentences form also, the form of the sentence, without changing the tense of the verb. Okay, so now let's come to the next tense, that is the present continuous tense. The present continuous means what? It's a tense which is used to express an action which is happening at a particular time in the present, or extending over a period of present time. Something which is happening presently. So that will be in the present continuous tense. Like it's raining outside. Okay, I am feeling sick today. So these are actually what? These are showing that the action is actually continued. Okay, it's continued in the present. So the formula or the way it is used is subject plus is, am or are. It can be anything depending upon the subject. Okay, I'll tell you. Singular subject you'll use is. With I you will use am, and with you as well as all the plural subjects you'll use are. Okay, plus the first form verb. Suppose the verb is play. Okay, so play plus ing, so it will become playing. Okay, plus the object can be anything. Okay, it can be football, it can be cricket, anything. So I am playing football, or they are, or he is, okay, playing. So that becomes the continuous tense. Now again we have the four types in the continuous also. You are playing. Negative sentence, it becomes you are not playing. Interrogative sentence, it becomes are you playing? And negative interrogative sentence, it becomes are you not playing? Okay, sometimes we ask, no, oh, aren't you not playing? That means you are asking the reason why you are not playing. Are you not playing? Come on, let's play. So that's the way. So all these sentences can be used, okay, in the continuous sense. You are playing, I am playing, he is playing. So is, am or are depending upon the subject. Understood? Now next is the present perfect tense. Now this tense actually shows that the action is complete. Okay, it's no more continuing, it is complete. The perfect tense denotes an action that was started in the past and has just been completed. Now there is one more thing here. It's just been completed, okay, but it can be something which you have done a long back time, like it's quite a long back time you had done that particular work, and then you are mentioning about it now in the present. Then also you can use present perfect tense. I'll give you an example. Suppose I have seen this movie. Now you saw that movie, that particular movie, long back, maybe 2 years ago. So you can, just because you're talking about that movie now, so you can use present perfect tense. It's not that only for any action which is completed in the recent past you have to use present perfect tense. You can even use this tense for any action which was done long back, but you are talking about it presently in the present scenario. Okay, so both ways you can use the present perfect tense. Or I have read this book, I have already read this book. Okay, so that is again, somebody is asking you, okay, do you have that book? Yes, I have already read that book. So that shows that it is a present perfect tense. So it can be used both for anything which is recently completed, as well as something which is completed long back but still referred to in the present. Now they have given the examples again. Suppose in the affirmative, I have played. Negative, I have not played. Then interrogative sentence, have I played? Negative interrogative, have I not played? Okay, same thing, but it is with not. Okay, I hope you have understood. So any sentence which I have already done my homework, I have played this game of chess. Okay, so that means you have finished a game of chess. Or I have lived in Mumbai, okay, for a few days or for a few months. That way, I have been to Mumbai. That you must have been to Mumbai maybe last year or maybe 10 years back, but still you can talk about it. Okay, now the present perfect continuous. This is the last one in the present tense category. Present perfect continuous is the tense which is used when the action that started in the past is still continuing. Though in that manner you have to use present perfect continuous. Like, it has been raining since morning or since last night. So here we will use basically since or for. These words will be there in those sentences. Whenever you have to use this present perfect or past perfect continuous, you're generally using this since and for. So since shows the time. Okay, since when matlab since but that particular point of time. Now I have been studying in this school since 2010. That means for the last 10 years you have been studying in this school. So it can be for the last 10 years or since 2010. It can be anything. So here the rule or the formula is subject plus has or have, depends again on the subject. If it is singular, it will be has. If it's plural, it will be have. But with I also you will use have. Remember that. Been plus the verb, the ing verb. Okay, the first form verb plus ing means play, playing. That becomes playing, living, studying, raining, anything. Okay. So that way you have to use that present perfect continuous tense. Now the examples: we have been playing, we have not been playing, have we been playing? Okay, that's a question. And in the negative interrogative sentence, have we not been playing? So we have been playing. Now this is actually showing you something which is incomplete in meaning. We have been playing what? When? Like nothing is clear. So this is just, they have just shown you the verbs. But if you are using it in a context, when you're using it in your day-to-day conversation, you'll say, we have been playing since morning, or we have been playing for the last 2 hours. I have been waiting for you for the last 2 hours. Okay, suppose you are waiting for your friend. Okay, so you will say, I have been waiting for you. Where were you? I have been waiting for you for the last 2 hours or 3 hours. So have been waiting means for the last 2 hours you started that action in 2 hours back, and you're